The very sad...
The kitty who died very tragically.
The kitty who died very tragically.
There once was a very wet kitty, and this kitty lived on a farm. And this farm was owned by an old geezer, and this old geezer loved cats. In fact, this wet little kitty was not the only kitty on this farm. There were multitudes of kitties, all wet, and all wanting to be dried. And one
time, they all went to the barn, and there was a cow. And this cow said, "Hey, little wet kitties, play with me. Eat my milk and my cheese."
And crackers. And after that, we shall plot a revolution to overthrow this farmer who keeps you all wet. Not dry. For after we will have the wine and the cheese and the crackers, we will talk about
many things concerning this old geezer, none of which are actually relevant
to the store.
But they are relevant to our revolution.
So, we'll start there. So that day, it rained particularly strong. A storm came and crashed down on this little farm. And the kitties were like, "Oh God, what are we gonna do?" And so they're freaking out, and the old
guy was like,
"Die! You have to,
Yeah, where you gonna start, bitch?
The storm was horrible, like that Texas rain. The farmer, he didn't know what to do. He didn't want to protect the kitties because he liked it when they were wet. The cow took them under her udders, and she said, "Stay with me, and I'll keep you safe." And then a wolf came out, and the boy cried, "Wolf!" And the cow
left and
ran away to free the kitties.
and their mothers. Now, we haven't talked about
the dogs,
or their
relatives,
The wolves
who came
to eat the wet kitty.
geese. And these wolves are kind of
liked
To eat
meat. Kitty meat. And this kitty meat, I'll tell you what, was prime. Because these bitches have been well fed by that
geezer
who liked
to
eat
wet.
kitties. And the geezer not only likes them wet,
but he liked them.
dry.
In fact, he liked them so wet and dry that he took them into
His womb.
And he said, "Let you
Be in my womb.
and let you multiply.
To be thousands of wet and
dry kitties are everyone.
and
You
and they
Oh,
will
die in my stomach. But we forgot that those kitties,
We're not only kitties.
they were werewolf kitties. And said cousins of dogs had breeded with
Kitties. And they created
a
brand new type of,
species called werewolf kitties.
and they started populating.
The earth.
And when they started populating the earth, they began to cause sort of a,
Great
big catastrophe. And because this werewolf kitty was going all over the place, its
fur would shed all over the place, wherever it went.
it would pop out
And it would leave
pieces of
fur
all.
over the place.
And so these kitties,
Went with this
geezer that was found wandering the
streets.
and he said, and he said that y'all need to come with me because guess what? We're gonna start something new, and we're gonna create a new type of
Revolution.
a plague
Of rats.
with werewolf kitties.
Jeez. And with these plague of rat and were kitties,
We are going to cause
a revolution.
of death to human
Beings.
and so the kitties
and bought
A
wonderful
type of astringent that caused
a great catastrophe
and because
Son of a bitch!
the astringent
that was lovely.
Die! Die! Die!